Hi crypto kings and queens, welcome to my channel. My name is Natalie. In today's episode, I'll show you exactly what I see on Ethereum, on Bitcoin. On Bitcoin, if we're looking at the monthly chart and we're following what's going on, we did break this support trend line, but it is 16 days and 12 hours left of this candlestick. So if we're seeing the market actually breaking inside of this support trend line that we did break, we could potentially see a retest of it, and then I can definitely see Bitcoin creating a new all-time high. I am still bearish as long as we're respecting the other levels that I also will speak about, but we can also see this bullish momentum right now. So everything depends on, not everything, but a lot of things depends on how this monthly candle is closing. So it's pretty exciting. So I'm not gonna say that I'm 100% bearish. I actually can see some movement to the upside. Remember, I am no financial advisor. You need to look up everything yourself first, but please continue looking at this video and I'll show you exactly what I see on Ethereum and on Bitcoin this weekend. So we're looking at Ethereum, and we did come inside this support trend line yesterday, so we did close below it, as you guys can see. So I did have my resistance trend line, we saw the breakout, we saw the fake out because we did close inside, we saw a retest, and then market now continues back down. We do have a head and shoulders formatted information here also that we were speaking about yesterday. Market slammed to the downside. So what potentially we can see right now, because we also did break this counter trend line that I have been waiting for us to break. So what I am gonna do at the moment is that I'm gonna take a fib from the high to the low, and if we are, maybe we're just potentially now continuing back down, and this Fibonacci will not be valid, but I could also expect the market to come up to this previous support around 2,990. We just might also come up to 3,011 and 3,029, and that is combined with the trend line. So we just might potentially see retest, then continuation to the downside. The targets that I'm having on this Fibonacci will be 2,862. It is 2,770 and 2,678. The higher time frames Fibonacci is the one that I do have right here. So if we're going to the weekly chart and we're taking this one away, and because this was actually where we came, as you can see, we came inside the Fibonacci levels right here, and we did consolidate, we did break it, but we are right now below it. So if I'm using the same Fibonacci that we did come up and retested, this is just the wicks that we did see, market then can come back down to 2,346 and 1,935. Going back in time, we're also having this previous support around 1,820. With the same Fibonacci, we can also come back down to 1,567, and after that we just might potentially see if we're continuing to the downside or to the upside. I mean, this doesn't have to happen, but if I'm just using the Fibonacci where I do expect the market to come to when we are actually respecting it. At the moment, we did break this counter trend line, which is very important. That could slowly but steady take us back down to these levels, and obviously after that I do expect the market to continue to the upside, but it's not at the moment happening, so I cannot do anything about that. As always, I'm just focusing on what's going on right here, guys. Looking at Bitcoin, we did come up, you see 1 2 3 candlesticks to the 61.8% that we did have overall picture. Again, we did break this support trend line. We do have a wick right now. Looking at the lower time frames, we do also have a kind of ugly head and shoulders right here. Market continues down. We did break the Fibonacci levels 50% at 42,537, and we just now potentially see the market retesting that level. We almost came up and retested that level. We do have another support trend line right here that I can use, right like this. I'm just gonna adjust it a little bit, looking like that. We saw the break of it. We could have taken a fib from high to the long. I can still do this now, guys. So I'm taking a fib from the highest point from 44,987 to the lowest point at 42,124. And if we're seeing now a push to the upside again inside the higher time frames Fibonacci, but to just potentially see another lower high around 43,572, potentially 43,970, we see bearish reversals, and that is the market for me continuing back down. Obviously, the targets that I do have is this previous support around 41,340. It is 40,037. It is 38,700, and we can potentially also come back down to this previous support that we do have around 35,710. If we're looking at the overall picture with the higher time frames Fibonacci, and we're having -23, and that could take us back down to 28,790. I did speak about this one before, and that is also combined with this previous support that we did bounce off. Looking at the overall picture, it actually looks like we can do that because Bitcoin do also have a head and shoulders formation right here, and what's happening at the moment is that we just might now potentially see a retest of the neckline, the previous support, bounce back down from these levels. Just as I was speaking about Ethereum, we can definitely see a push to the upside, but we're not there right yet. But if we're coming back down to that level, we will also have a double bottom right here if we're coming back down to the same support, and that could take us back up again, obviously. But we just have to wait and see what's going to happen. First of all, we need to focus on what's going on right here. If we from nowhere see the market actually pushing to the upside and we're closing inside of this support trend line, and you should potentially retest, because that's usually what happens, then market can definitely continue up. And if that actually happens, we are breaking this previous all-time high that we're having around 65,000 or 69,000, 70,000. But that is only if we now see a huge movement to the upside. We see the break inside of this support trend line. I will still have my support trend line like this because I do want to see what's going to happen. If everything that we see right here is just a fake out, if we're going to the monthly chart, this could be potential. So it's 16 days left of this candlestick, so we can definitely see the market coming up to it, resist continuation to the upside, and that is actually also giving us a double bottom to where we are at the moment. So everything depends, right? Thank you so much, guys, for looking at this video together with me. I hope you did enjoy it. Please comment below if you did. Like the video so we can reach out to more people and help me grow the channel. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification so you always know when I'm having my live stream or my daily updates about cryptocurrencies. Hope you're having a great weekend. We see each other tomorrow. From Sweden.